Children, welcome to last video of lesson 1, Geography, Standard 6, Representation of Geographical Features. In this video, we are continuing the exercise D, answer in detail. Let's see the first question, answer in detail. What are the different types of maps? Answer, the different types of maps are wall map, political map, physical map, thematic map, topographic map, and navigational map. Wall map is meant for representing large area that could be viewed at a glance. And political map contains information about the boundaries of countries, states, and capitals. Physical map gives us detailed picture of various landforms like mountains, plains, rivers, valleys, plains and plateaus and lakes. And thematic map contains information about the specific feature like climate of an area or distribution of minerals, crops, etc. And topographical map gives representation of natural and man-made features like bridges, water bodies, roads, railways, etc. And the last one, navigational map, is used by the pilots and sailors. Now let's see the second question. Explain the importance of maps. Maps are important for various purposes. Number 1, maps are used for variety of purposes. Number 1, students and teachers gain knowledge and get accurate information about the places. Navigators use these maps to find the direction, and town planners use the map to plan for town planning. And second point, maps are easy to carry from one place to another, and they are especially helpful for the travelers. And the third point, maps make use of different signs, symbols and colors to provide different informations. And let's see the third question. What are the 3 ways by which map scales are represented? The map scales are represented in 3 ways. Number 1, verbal statement method. It is a quick and easy method to measure the distance on a map, and it does not give any accurate measurement. The units are usually mentioned in this type of scale. Second one, numerical fraction method. In this method, the ratio between the map distance and the ground distance is given as a fraction, that is RF is equal to distance on map by distance on ground. It is more accurate as compared to the verbal scale. And third one is graphical or linear scale method. A linear scale is a graphical representation of a scale on map. In this map, the map distance is shown through a straight line. And graphical linear scale consists of straight line which is divided into lengths that represent given distance on the Earth's surface. This scale is most accurate method of measuring distance on the map. Then next question. What are the conventional signs and symbols? Why are they used? Let's see the answer. Conventional signs and symbols are one of the most important features of a map. A variety of colorful signs and symbols are used to show natural and man-made features on maps. These signs and symbols give plenty of information and are simple to draw and understand. That's why they are used. And Some symbols are internationally recognized and it is easy to understand the maps. Now let's see the fifth one, define meander and delta. So let's see the definition of meander. In plains, the river moves leisurely and its course forms broad S-shaped loops or curves. These semicircular curves are called meanders. Now, delta. The silt carried by a river collects and is deposited in the space between the smaller rivers. This creates a triangular shaped feature at the river mouth called the delta. Now, let's see the exercise E. Reflect why. A map is more accurate than a globe. Answer. A map is more accurate than a globe because it gives information about the Earth's surface in a simple graphical manner. Now let's see the second one. A verbal scale is not as popular as a linear scale. Yes, a verbal scale is not as popular as a linear scale because it does not give the accurate measurement. Now, let's see the exercise F, difference between. So, first question, tributaries and distributaries. Tributaries give water to the main river, large river. A stream which drains into a larger river is called tributary. It contributes water to the main river. Distributary, it is formed from the main river. Before joining into the sea or ocean, it splits into a channel. So it carries river water to the sea or ocean, not main river. Okay, now let's see large scale maps and small scale maps. So large scale maps are maps which show small areas like district or a town. These are of three types. These are of two types: survey maps, road maps, land use maps. And small scale maps which show large areas like continents or countries, use a small scale map. So small scale maps do not show any details. They are of two types: atlas maps and wall maps. Large scale maps provide us more details and information than the small scale maps. Now let us see sketch and a plan. A sketch is a rough drawing showing the relative locations of a few chosen features of an area. A plan is a drawing that shows the horizontal section of a small area or of a building. And this sketch is not drawn to a scale, but a plan is drawn to a scale. And sketch is usually used to show people how to go from one place to another. A plan is useful because it tells us where exactly things are on the ground. So now let's see. Yeah, lesson is completed. Children, write complete exercise in your notebook and learn the question answers.